If you don't know me, I'm Addie Calico. I'm a legal escort at Sagebrush Ranch in Manhasset, Nevada, which is one of the last few legal brothels in the United States. If you're curious about my life as a legal escort, then go ahead and subscribe. Come hang out for this video. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. Just hang out. If you want to follow me on any of my socials, they're all just at Addie Calico. I'm on Twitter. I'm on TikTok. I am on Instagram, but not really. But yeah, enough of that. Let's get into this video. So this is a part 2 to another video that I had, where I just answered some questions that people have. It was a month or two ago, and I just kind of came up with those questions, but right now I have questions that have been given to me, so I wanted to answer them. The first question is, how many clients do I see on any given day? That is a very, very difficult question to answer. So it depends how busy it is in general at the brothel, which is dependent on the time of day, the time of year. It's dependent on things like luck, what my mood is that day even affects it. If I've been booking in the past, the more you book, it kind of snowballs. So when you first come in, it's like a slower start, but then the more you book, the more you have that kind of confidence. At least that's how it is for me. And a lot of it is luck. Just, do you get picked out of lineup? Is the client walking in the door someone who's into your body type, your hair type, your face, your energy, your style? And that is all dependent on the client and not on me. So it's kind of hard to say. I will say the most parties I've had in one day was 4 parties, but one of the parties was a couple, so it was 5 clients in a day. And then I've also gone like a week without booking before, so that the average for that week of clients I saw in a day was 0. It really just depends, and those times are very stressful, I will tell you, because we get paid commission, purely commission, so it's stressful when you don't book, but it always works out in the end, so it's not a big deal. Yeah. Question number 2, have I ever run into somebody who I know while I've been here? Yes. Crazy, because I am from Georgia. I am from the southeast of the United States. Nevada, if you don't know, is in the southwest of the United States. Like, if I were to drive here, it would take me about 48 hours in a car. It takes me a whole day flying. So it's kind of crazy because everyone I know is like super far away from here. However, in February, a bachelor party came in, and I was like, we did a lineup for them. I was in line, and I was looking, I'm like, oh, I know him. He was a football player from my high school. And what's crazy is, like, in high school, I was a very, very shy kid. I was awkward, never wore makeup, never, like, did my hair. I wore my hair in a ponytail every day with, you know, a t-shirt and leggings and crazy socks, and I was very quiet and nerdy, and I was in the marching band, and I had a glow up, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. He was a couple grades above me as well, so I was like super awkward little freshman, virgin. And to be 100% honest with you, I am still a weirdo. I am very nerdy still. I just kind of have learned to embrace it. I've also learned that I do have a pretty face and a pretty body, so I kind of have grown out of that awkwardness and that shyness that I had. I'm just more confident in myself now, which confident Addie is very outgoing and bubbly and talks a lot. Not confident Addie is very shy and quiet, so it kind of just depends. Anyway, so this football player from my high school comes in. He was like a big name in the high school too. He comes in, and so we were in the lineup though, and he didn't pick me. One of his friends picked me, and I didn't even see who he went with. So I ended up booking with his friend, and then we go back out to the bar, and he's sitting there, and I'm like, did you go to, and I like, asked him if he went to my high school, and he's like, yeah. And then he like said my real name, like that was when he recognized me. He didn't recognize me before then. He's like, it was really funny. But yeah, he also remembered my older sister, which was crazy. And we kind of just like sat and talked, and I was like, do you remember like Mr. whatever? And he was like, yeah, I hated that guy. But yeah, that was crazy. We hung out and talked for a while, and it's interesting to see where like 2 different people from the same high school have ended up years later in the same bar at a brothel where one of us works in an entirely different state. Just crazy stuff. Question number 3 is, how did I get into this business, and have I worked in this industry before? To be 100% honest, I just like sex. I love sex. I love intimacy. I love meeting people. It's fun. I'm good at it. I'm fun. So I was like back home in Georgia, and I was like hooking up with a bunch of people, and I'm like, I could be getting paid for this. Like, why am I giving away this for free when I could be getting paid for this? And I was a dog trainer at the time. I had never worked in the sex industry before. So I was a dog trainer, and I was like, you know, I like it. I love animals. I really do. I have a dog myself. I have 2 cats. But I was not in a place where I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. Not that I'm in that place now. But I can see myself doing this a lot more long-term than I could see myself doing dog training. And I was also a university student. So basically I was kind of just like, you know, it's time for a big change in my life. I'm going to go out west and join a brothel. So basically, as soon as I got here, I'm kind of like, okay, this is something that I can see myself doing. This is something I'm good at, something that I enjoy doing. And it's sustainable for me to do. Like, dog training was lovely, but in a way it was like more mentally taxing than this job is, in a way that I couldn't really handle. I'm not like a teacher, like really. Like, I'm smart. I'm good at what I do. Like, I could train dogs all day. It was the teaching the pet parents how to train the dogs that was the hard part for me. So yeah, on to question 4, which is, what is the kinkiest thing I've done at work? It wasn't kinky enough, I can tell you that. I'm a freak. But I do have a few clients who are also a little freaky. One of them, he was like my first ever appointment on my second tour, and I've seen him like once since then. We're setting up another one. He's really cool. Hi, Daddy, if you're watching. Yeah, and then I also recently found out that there's like a regular around here who gives enemas, and I'm like, oh, that's fun. That sounds fun. I want to do that. So hopefully I got the chance to do that. Sometimes I get to play Dommy Mommy, which is sometimes a fun time. Most of the time a fun time. You just have to catch me in the right mood. I won't do it if I'm not feeling like I want to be Dommy Mommy that day. So I did like a CNC pegging party the other day, which was really fun. But yeah, if you have any kinks and you kind of want to like play them out, definitely email me. It's addicalico@sagefishranch.com. So, you know, if you want to try some kinks with me, let me know. I love kink. And then the last question I have for this video is, what is the best and worst experience that I have had working here? My best experience is hard to think of. Like, there's so many good experiences I've had working here, so many fun times. I guess the house parties we have every month are really, really fun. And I had a 2-girl kink party with another girl. That was really fun. A lot of toys in that party. But yeah, there's so many things that I can think of. Like, even just hanging out with the other girls here and having like a movie night, that kind of thing. Like, there's just so much that I had so much fun doing here. And like, there was a client that I got to spend 3 hours with back in November that I just had a really good chemistry with, really good banter with him. That was so fun. Just meeting people in general is fun. That is hard to pick just one. In terms of my worst experience, I do have to say my first ever party I had, he was a butthead to me. He said some very unkind things about my body, and at the end of the day, that's his loss. He was the one who paid for a body that he wasn't even attracted to. I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he felt the need to waste my time, to waste his time and his money. And it was awful. And I'm like, that was my first ever party, so I came out of it, I'm like, is everything gonna be that brutal? Like, I almost quit, because I was like, I was crying, and like my mentor like pulled me aside and she's like, hey girl, it's not gonna be that bad the whole time, like, you're gonna be okay. But yeah, if you made it this far in the video, thank you. Thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully you learned something about me. For booking information, my email is addicalico@sagefishranch.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you next time. Bye.